There is a saying in my place that onye kotero ogodi ekote. So you can actually pass the door and be happy that you have passed the door. You won't know that your cloth is hanging at the doorknob. That is the case with Peller and his visit to the Oba of Benin's palace. So Peller went to the Oba of Benin's palace, and after that, the Traditional Council of Benin have come out to tell us that it's not just a breach of protocol, but it's also a desecration of a sacred place. Now that is serious. You know, this situation made me to understand that access is not permission. So yes, Peller was received at the palace by those who opened the door for him, but he did not get the requisite permission required to be there. So now, the queen is facing possible removal from the palace. A service chief has been suspended, and one of the staff members has been arrested and charged. When I said this is serious, it is really serious. This is content creation, jamming cultural sovereignty. This is also TikTok culture, represented by Peller, and a 600-year-old tradition represented by the Benin Kingdom, specifically the Oba's Palace. So for someone like Peller, he can go anywhere, bring out his camera and just video and post. But with the Benin tradition, you have to take permission. You know why? You can actually enter the palace and be doing that you're videoing, and you video something that nobody is supposed to see. You know? And then to you, it's just casual, and you go post it on social media. That will be sacrilege. That palace is a spiritual authority center. It is also a symbol of identity and history. And it's a restricted, sacred institution. In this digital age, so many people actually don't know a lot about traditions. So when I heard this, I asked that is it because it is iShow Peller? Because if this was iShow Speed, are you going to be telling him to come back to Benin Kingdom and come and apologize? And like some people are speculating, they said if Peller actually goes to the palace, he's going to be whipped, that he's going to chop bulala. I don't know if that's true, but nobody would want that. No wonder he hasn't shown up there yet, as at now. I was told that the Oba's Palace believes in discipline, particularly internal discipline, and that is why they have investigated and taken action on those who actually opened the door to Peller. And for Peller, the Oba's Palace is not looking at now. They are looking at the future. They believe that if they don't do anything, that this will continue. That content creators would actually believe that they can just come to the palace and turn it into a content creation center. So this is more of being about precedent instead of being about punishment, so that other influencers can learn. So honestly, my advice to Peller would be not to show up at the palace alone. In case of incasity, he should probably go there, maybe with law enforcement agents, or maybe with some people from the state government, just to protect him, just to make sure that he's safe. As for apologizing, there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay for him to apologize, but he needs to even be sure that he's safe going there, because he really doesn't know what to expect. And I think his being uncomfortable about it is normal. The lesson here, anyway, is in a world where everyone is chasing visibility. Not everything should be seen. And even when you see, not everything seen should be recorded. And even when you record, not everything recorded should be posted. And sometimes doors open, but not every open door should be entered. So, Peller, I'm sure you've learned the lessons. As you're on this your tour, make sure you make adequate enquiries before you visit anywhere.